The Mario Koala is a very elusive being that's been hopping around the internet for quite some time now. But what exactly is this thing? Why does this terrifying creature even exist at all? And most importantly, where is he hiding? Well, in this video, we embark on a journey to the dangerous lands of Australia to try and make contact with this rapscallion, all the while getting distracted with many shenanigans and a plethora of other weird animal statues along the way. But first, we gotta address what the frick this thing even is. I briefly mentioned it in my Cursed Mario products video, and basically, in the down under lands of Australia, there's a zoo called the Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary. In around 2013, the sanctuary launched a fundraiser called Animals with Attitude, where they got a bunch of artists to paint a plethora of koala sculptures to display around the city to raise awareness for their animal hospital. And one of those statues is the Mario Koala, but sadly, his exact current location is unknown. At this point, I developed an obsession with this statue. It's so beautiful and so cursed at the same time. I just needed to see it in person. I needed to become closer to the Mario Koala, but I can't just visit him, I need to live near him. Instead of just visiting Australia, I decided to full-on permanently move there. So I packed everything up, went to the airport, waited for my flight, did a bit of fidgeting, got on the plane, and then I was on my way on a 15-hour-long flight. During this egregiously long flight, let's talk about a bit more of the lore behind these koala statues. They're all made of fiberglass from the same mold, and this is how they look like before getting painted. The untextured koalas are honestly even more creepy, just staring into your soul. Around 40 of them were made, and they were originally displayed all together at a park. The Mario one isn't the only one that's a bit cursed. There's also a Sailor Moon one, and this terrifying Santa koala. But not all of them are cursed either. A lot of them are just genuinely really beautiful. But eventually, they were taken off display and auctioned off to raise even more money for the animal hospital. Some buyers own them privately, and some companies bought them to display in front of their stores or businesses. So at this point, they're kinda just randomly scattered across the city. They seem to be trading hands frequently too, as we can see from how certain koalas have completely different backgrounds in each photo. Because of this, tracking down the Mario Koala is not gonna be easy. So the current plan is to just visit a bunch of places that are known to have koala statues and just see if we end up finding him. After my first flight finally landed, the hell of international travel sadly didn't end there, because now I need to get on a second flight that ended up getting delayed by 6 freaking hours. So I kinda just had to aimlessly scuttle around the airport for a very long time. I ate some McDonald's on the disgusting airport floor because there was nowhere to sit, and then it was finally time to get on my second flight, listen to a baby scream for over an hour straight, and then I was finally done traveling to Australia. I got moved in with my partner Shibby, who will be joining us for this journey, and now it's finally time to search for the Mario Koala. The first place we went to was just a random mall because we needed to do some shopping anyways.
I eaten too much.
He's playing.
But then we got a little distracted by a goddamn toy store of all things.
They have a freaking city playmat. That's crazy. Mine's better.
Oh my gosh, that is overwhelming.
They got slugs. Wait. This is crazy. So joyous. I need this.
No, you don't.
I need this.
You don't need it.
I need this. This is such a joyous item. Look at him. He's so joyous.
That one's amazing.
Okay.
Wait, listen.
Oh, I don't feel too good. Oh, that is disgusting.
Don't make this sound.
Wait, what the hell are these? Sick tags?
Wait, sick talks.
Sick talk?
Stop it.
Sick Mac? Star barf?
Don't do it.
Mungo's better bit.
This is
Yeah.
nonsense, bro. No, stop.
I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm not gonna cut it
No,
out.
cut that out.
Not so simple now. Bowling balls.
This store is a freaking ADHD trap. If you have ADHD, you enter this store, you're not leaving forever. You start hearing
Mario Pez. Look at him.
This cursed Mario Pez dispenser doodad was a good sign that we could be in the vicinity of other cursed Mario related things, but we didn't end up finding the koala anywhere. But then, as we left the mall, a different mysterious koala-shaped being showed themselves in the distance.
What is that?
After a closer inspection, it turns out this thing is one of the koala statues, but with panda textures painted on. A very confusing creature indeed. Like, I knew Australia had some weird creatures, but not this weird. Even though it's not the Mario one, finding this dingus at least confirms that these things are definitely still wandering around the city. The next day, we did a bit more investigating at some random parks, and we ended up finding some other weird animal statues.
Gecko.
These things are so silly.
Mr. Toto looks so polite. What a nice gentleman.
Octopus.
Dude, the freaking massive crustacean.
Get me up.
Salabander.
Our next location was Seaworld, and as we explored the park, we found even more weird animal statues.
Oh god, there's more.
Oh, wow.
But seriously, what is it with Australia and weird freaking animal statues?
Really good.
Yes. Polygondonut.com where you can get them.
Shut up. Man, who gave the sea lion 42 Benadryls?
A turtle.
We also found some weird animal plushies.
My favorite animal.
The squid. The crustacean. I am one in a trillion.
And of course a bunch of real animals too.
Penguins.
How does he do that? That's not possible. You can't do that. My favorite animal.
The jelly. The polar bear. The mint. The shad.
I find fishy. I find fishy.
We soon realized that obviously there's no koala statues here, so we just gave up and started playing.
Let's ride the mechanism.
Dude, what have we walked into?
It's playtime.
Are you what?
I got pissed on by the fish.
He's fine.
Get down from there. What are you doing?
We took a few pics that go very hard, and then found this massive play structure that we just had to check out.
Okay, now we're actually playing.
Bro.
We're so high up. Yo, what's up?
Down. MTV Cribs, bro. What are you doing here?
The deeper we went into the Seaworld playground, the more tired and lost we became.
No. Is that a dead end?
Dead ends after dead ends, the thought came over me that we may never escape this playground.
Oh my god, it's shaking. Wait, can you stand up?
Maybe the Mario Koala is testing us to see if we're worthy of entering his presence. So we pushed on and on.
I think we're at the exit now. Please, please.
Until eventually we finally escaped.
Yes, yes. We made it out. Oh my god. I'm so tired after all that playing.
The next day, we go to the most promising location yet, the Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary itself. All the koala statues were literally made to promote a fundraiser for this zoo, so it has to have at least some of them still on display. And sure enough, literally right away the cursed animal statue radar went off, which turned out to be these cursed bee statues.
What the frick?
He's on the microphone. He's having a look-see.
And then, before we could even enter the zoo, another koala statue was spotted.
Hell no.
It's the Blinky Bill.
Sadly not the Mario one, but it's still pretty freaking cursed looking. This geezer is actually a famous Australian cartoon character known as Blinky Bill, and that's all I'm gonna say because I've literally never heard of this thing before. We finally actually entered the zoo and found yet another weird animal statue.
Dude, why is he so chill?
So I quickly emoted on him, and then we were on our way to explore the rest of the zoo. As we wandered around, we obviously found even more weird animal statues like these giant crocodiles.
Hey, gonna forget a year.
This pick go kind of hard though.
And here's the rest of them.
Lots of rubber. He's quite humongous. Hey, gonna forget a year.
Sadly, there were no other koala statues, but at least we found some actual koalas.
Koala munching on the leaves.
We also found a bunch of real animals because, well, obviously it's a freaking zoo.
Buddy, what are you doing hopping around like that? Stop, I'm hopping around. Dingo. Tasmanian devil.
Dude, what the deuce?
What to do?
Capybara?
Here they are.
He's looking straight at us. Capybara skinwalker?
The capybara.
And finally, we just had to get up to some shenanigans before we left.
We are making a fool out of ourselves.
This is so much fun.
I'm trying so hard not to fall. This is really difficult. Stop boogieing down.
We're always getting up to some mischief, aren't we?
Go have fun. I'm gonna do a POV. Ow, I hit my head. I love this dinosaur. The ankle, the three-horn, the steg.
I want to be a duck. No school, no work, just quack quack.
Log bridge. Bridge made a log. Get your goofy-ass walking animation out of here.
The next day, we went to an art museum, which is basically guaranteed to have some kind of weird koala statue somewhere, and we pretty much instantly found one.
There's a koala.
Let's go.
Not the right one though. This one's kind of cool too though.
Even though it's not the Mario one, I still get filled with so much joy every time I see one of these. It's kind of like opening a koala loot box and you get a random skin every time. You never really know what kind of koala statue you're gonna see next. And speaking of not knowing what you're gonna see next,
I see another one. I see another one. Look at him. 2 in 1. We need to go to
Another koala.
this one's got some really pretty abstract art painted all over it, which is really cool. So I took a few photos with him, we hung out at the art museum for a bit,
It's freaking windy.
took a few more photos, and then we were done for the day. This time, we just went to another random mall because we found a bunch of recent photos of a koala statue called the Splash Koala in the area. So we decided to go on a bit of a side quest to check it out, cause why not? We used the backgrounds of the photos to try and locate the Splash Koala until eventually we found it.
I think it's over there. I see the surfboard. That's where it is. I don't see it. Oh, where is it? Where did it go?
But as it turns out, the Splash Koala was but a dream.
Like, this is it, right? That's the shot.
Possibly just a figment of our imagination. Maybe the Mario Koala led us here to throw us off. So instead of giving up there, we decided to keep looking for any other koalas in the area, until eventually we saw one in the distance. As we got closer, I realized that I actually recognized this koala from my research.
This is the comic book one. This is painted by the same person that made the Mario Koala.
The Mario Koala was painted by the artist Kate Clark, and she also painted a few other koalas too. Specifically the Catwoman, Flynn, Ramsey, and the comic strip koala, who stands before us right at this moment. This is the closest we've ever been to the Mario Koala. The statue in front of us is literally directly related to him, so I knew exactly what I needed to do.
Can you beam knowledge into my head about where the Mario is?
After all that knowledge beamed into my head, I knew where to go. So, the next day, we headed straight to the last known location of the Mario Koala, which is in front of the Time Zone Arcade in Coolangatta. As we got closer and closer to his presence, I started getting really nervous. As we've seen from the Splash Koala, they really do just get moved around all the time. So even though there's many recent photos of the Mario Koala in this mall, he could just straight up not even be there. Eventually, I saw the arcade at the other side of the mall, fully expecting to not even see him. And then, he finally revealed himself.
I can't believe he's freaking real, dude. What? He's real.
And there you have it. After everything I've been through, moving to an entirely new continent and running around the city for weeks, the Mario Koala has finally graced us with his presence. We obviously took a few photos with him that go very hard, and then I took a bunch of photos of him by himself, because the internet truly deserves more photos of this dingus. I also took these really funny ones, so there you go. Considering that this thing is literally guarding an entire arcade, we decided to end off our adventure with a bit of playtime.
Well, I guess it's time for playtime.
He's watching us from outside the arcade.
Holy frick, it's Optimus Prime.
Both of us have 300, so we can work together and we can buy a rainbow slug. So we're gonna buy that with our ticket.
We got the freaking rainbow slug from the arcade. Let's go.
Wait, let's let him meet Mario. Alright, we've decided on a name for this thing. Chibi said she will be named Cheesecake.
The mall was also next to a beach, so we decided to hang out there while the sun was setting. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out my funny merch if you want to support me. Also, the main channel hit triple digits, 300k subs. Yippee! Okay, bye!